Well, the singing is oftentimes, to me, what stands out. Singing, the production, the textures that they develop through how they record. But for John Tardy, the singer of Obituary, has a very unique voice, very unique approach to singing in this style that no one else, I don't think anyone else could even do it. That's part of his gift, his talent, is that he has this unbelievable voice that's extremely emotional. He sounds like he's crying and screaming and yelling and in pain and triumphant all at once. So there's a lot going on in his vocal delivery. And with all due respect to the rest of the music, that is one of the defining characteristics. But the drumming, the restraint that Donald, John's brother, shows on the drum set is quite remarkable. And then the riffs. I mean, it all counts. But it's a very stylistic approach. There's a consistency, a commitment, a restraint, a focus. It's hard to know how much context is informing your perception of these things. If I just heard them not knowing where they were from, I guess like I did then, in the blur of that first listening, when I got home from school and first put all those CDs on, I was just really overwhelmed. I'd always dreamed that music could be made like that, and finally realized that it existed. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world to come across something like that you had only dreamt of, and then realize that not only does it exist, but there's an entire established universe to explore, just waiting for you. In my opinion, I couldn't even take one baby step into the hallowed sanctuary of John Tardy as a vocalist. I don't know how he does it. I don't even know if he knows how he does it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just something he was born with. Some people are born very, very tall. They might have an easier time slam dunking. Maybe he was just born with that ability. I was not born with these vocal abilities. And any resemblance that I would have to John Tardy would just be a fluke. I mean, my most desperate, humiliating effort to try to sound intense or gritty or anything, I can't even hold a candle to John singing. And to suggest that I do is very flattering, but it's not true. Out of respect for John, because anyone who's heard either of us would say you're crazy, and if anyone, especially likes John Tardy's vocals like I do, and doesn't like my music, then they would be very insulted. So I don't sound like him out of respect for John, because he sounds like there's 1,000 frequencies all distorted in perfect, smooth, even distortion. Just I don't know how he does it. The only other person I've ever heard that can sing like John Tardy is his brother Donald. So runs in the family.